So a few weeks ago during our home improvement week, we had a chance to come over to Huck and Peck and pay a visit to Michael Turner. We are back this morning, and little did we know then that when we came back would be among the best of the best. Good to see you, and congratulations.
Well, thank you. 6 out of 7 years.
When we were here the last time, we were sitting on the other side of the store, and directly across from us was your Wall of Fame.
Yes.
And your Best of the Best awards, and I noticed them, so now you have one more to hang.
One more to hang, so we were very pleased to be selected winner of the Best of the Best for this year. And you know, it's the team, you know, it's the whole team here at the store that gets out there and makes us the friendliest furniture store in Chattanooga.
I think what people cannot always realize, unless you've been shopping with you for a long time, is the story behind. So last time we were here, you were telling me how really when y'all opened the store, it was intended to be a come and buy off the floor store.
Oh, absolutely.
But you've, as any good business will, you've met your customers where their needs have been. So over the years you've evolved. You've got excellent custom upholstery work that you can do. And even as the face of Chattanooga changes, with newcomers coming in, you have what they're looking for too.
Well, Chattanooga is traditional. That's what it is first. But its clientele is changing. And so as that clientele changes, new things get added in. We've added some mid-century modern. We were sitting on those chairs last time we talked about. We're kind of a mid-century look. But we don't want to go super mid-century because that's not necessarily the clientele yet either.
Right.
It's mixing in particular pieces and giving that look.
Everything, the way your layouts are done, it's set up to look like you want to have a conversation.
Yeah.
You've got it even set up that way, you know, in the round, so to speak, to allow that easy flow of talk. But the pieces are big enough to be comfortable, but they are not going to dominate the room.
No. Well, and think about how many apartments, how many condos, how many townhomes have been built in Chattanooga over the last 3 years. I mean, we want to sell to those folks too. And we want them to be able to even take a condo sofa with them to that townhome, and then while they build and they move in the next place, have a smaller room that sofa will go into.
Right.
We want to spend time with you, coming up with what your 1 year, 3 year, 5 year plan is for this furniture, so that we're giving you the best bang for your buck.
Talk a little bit about brands, because people, you're not going to maybe have as many first-time furniture shoppers here as you may people more our age, but perhaps you do.
No.
But knowing what you're buying is important, and your brands
Sure,
are good.
and we have brands that are over 150 years old. You know, Bernhardt, and we private label with Rowe. We have Gabby, Norwalk. I mean, some names that a lot of designers and decorators will know, not necessarily the public, but the public has definitely heard of Flex Steel and Barca Lounger and Karastan, and we're open to buy from more than 200 companies now. So with that many companies, there's really no chance that we're not going to be able to find something equivalent to what you want. It may not be, if you come in here and you're holding this piece of paper and you say, I want this bed from Restoration Hardware, I want this bed from our house, I'm going to get you my equivalent, if not better, and hopefully beat that price.
Beating that price,
which is the most important
is something that you really pride yourself on. But if you're going to go furniture shopping, you're in it to spend some money. I mean, that's just the way it goes. But what you realize pretty quickly is that you can spend a pretty good bit of money, or you can spend a little bit more money and have something that will last you for 20 years. Well, and that's what you find here.
I'm getting older, and as I get older, I realize that cliches are cliches because they have a basis.
Right. They're real.
So, you know, there's just so many times I think about when my grandparents would say, you know, buy quality with certain things.
That's right.
You know, and that's Huck and Peck were my grandparents. So I think that's where you really need to be looking, and then I think you also need to be looking at how long do you spend on this piece or that piece of furniture, or how long does that piece of furniture, you know, last.
Right.
So when you get home at night, you're home for, let's say, 12 to 14 hours, and then you're back off to work. And out of that 12 to 14 hours, you're going to be sleeping, hopefully somewhere between 6 to 8 hours. So you want a nice mattress. You want a comfortable bedroom. You want your master bedroom to be your oasis, right? So you want to pick things that you love, and you want to pick things that are comfortable. And then when you're eating, you need to decide, do I sit at a dining table? Do I sit at bar stools? Where do I sit?
Well, let's talk about that, because you had shared with me that when COVID hit, people were not gathering as much, but the dining room has come back.
Yeah.
People are looking for things.
2000 and 2001, our dining room sales down, boom, 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 boom. Our bar stool sales up, 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 up. Because it was just we're kind of gathering quick with a meal, and then we're back to the sofa, or we're not sitting at the dining room table at all. Let's just don't buy one when we move into this new house. Grandma's not coming for Christmas.
Right.
Such and such isn't coming for Easter. So with nobody gathering, we didn't sell dining tables or chairs. Now we're seeing it resurge, and almost every weekend someone's coming in saying, "We'd like to see your dining room."
Right.
So
you are intended to buy off the floor. We're in the front of the store, but when you walk through, and you'll see when you come to pay them a visit, I joke with you, it's like Indiana Jones in the last scene when they're going through that warehouse, but there's just so much that's here. Everything that you see, you can buy off the floor.
Every single thing.
On custom upholstery pieces, the farthest out is about 18 weeks.
We're not going to sell you those best of the best plaques.
Oh yeah.
But we'll sell you everything else.
Okay. Sorry. But about 18 weeks out for the most lengthy time on custom, right?
Yeah, I mean, we don't. It had gotten crazy during the pandemic. Some companies were quoting as high as 30, 35 weeks. But now, I would say you could circle 14 weeks and be very comfortable with getting your sofa in.
And for people who might be afraid of a white sofa, I have a white sofa. This is treated, you can watch
If I had coffee right now, I would show you. I'd just take it and pour it on there, and it would drip off, and 95% of it wouldn't even adhere because it just beads up and rolls off. Krypton, inside out fabrics are pre-treated when they're making the product itself, and so they are water resistant, stain resistant, odor resistant. They have a lot of properties. So we show people which fabrics do that for you, and almost every company that we do business with has a performance fabric of some sort.
I will say this too, for all you out there who, like me, have been thinking about your Christmas list already, you probably already have a few items purchased. Don't overlook the gift giving side of things here at Huck and Peck. I mean, beautiful pieces. This is big wedding season.
Right.
It's a wonderful place just
we
to
sell
come
Nest
and shop.
candles.
Yes, you do.
We sell Nest candles. We sell a couple of different jewelry lines. There are small gift pieces, from picture frames to Beatrice Ball plates, and
it's just lovely.
We're just trying to have things that bring people back through the door and remind them that, oh, wait a second, didn't we also need a chair for that living area?
Right.
Didn't we also want a mirror for that powder room? And then they can walk around and see what we brought in new again, because it all changes every week.
And you'll probably come in more than once, because you'll want to kind of come in, do a quick browse and peruse, and then come back again. If you're working with a decorator, you can bring them in. Mondays and Tuesdays, it's appointment only, right?
Mondays and Tuesdays is by appointment. And if we're here and the door's unlocked, just walk on in. If we're not, you can ring the bell. Okay. But Mondays and Tuesdays, if you'll make one in advance, we'll sit with you. We'll open up the books. We'll help you filter down those 4,900 mirrors, those 14,000 art images, to find the right art image for you. We had a dentist's office that came in looking for 9 pieces of art, and we spent the day going through these books, and now their patients come in on a weekly basis wanting to see art because they saw the art in his office in front of the seats.
Well, I think your newest piece of art will look very nice. I see a spot right over there for your Best of the Best award. Thanks for letting us come back.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Huck and Peck, just off of Broad Street, going towards Lookout Mountain. They're easy enough to find. Online, there's their phone number as well. They would love to see you. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Come on down.